lane, you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call her. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bills at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
56.
On first down, Allen. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, Etienne once more. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Murray with a third and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On second down, a run with Etienne. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come down off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. Left side, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Moss. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. A CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on a catch and run. 37 yards. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. This one caught by Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They try again with Cook. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he is in. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
5-wide.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure run. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Allen. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen
the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it. It pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Murray to air it out again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Looking for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them up.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a long-sided victory.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
22 more yards there and another first down. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9. Allen
swinging this out wide here for Cook. Down inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. First down, Murray. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could... Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on down here in this fourth quarter. The sack that come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But
you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Murray's going to keep it again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Murray, one final try. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this